A piece of advice, I guess, for business owners that are starting on this journey is you will start with one idea and it will always shift and change. And I think to delay the starting point is such an error that so many people make, and certainly I've made in many different iterations of business before, that I think something's not perfect, or I think there's so much more work to do before I launch something, when really I could be making money, investing that money to change the very thing and invest in other people to do the work that I need them to do so that then I can scale. So my advice would always be start before you think you're ready, because honestly, you need the cash flow to then grow your business. You don't just need more time, you need more resources just in general. So that would be my top piece of advice. And also just trust MacroActive know what they're doing, truly, because they have an expert team that have done this 1,000 times before. They know what often your audience as well as what you want, and they can see your vision, and they understand the product more than you will ever understand it and what its capacity is. So if you have an idea, absolutely share it with them and then see what the capacity is to execute it. I think working in conjunction with other people who are smarter than you, particularly within MacroActive, has been pivotal in me developing my business and getting the product to where it is today. I scaled my nutrition clinic that I first started out of university to take on many, many more people, because I found that the messaging was so similar amongst every woman. The same problem of I can't shift the first 5 kilos was the issue. And I was saying the same thing in consults over and over again. So I wanted to use a platform where I could scale that and have many women on there, specifically so I could spread that same message, but then also personalize their nutrition approach. And that's why I came to MacroActive. So originally I was seeing clients one-on-one. It would be a 90-minute consult. And I'm assuming it's the same for PTs, where you have an onboarding session and you sat with the people one-to-one and you're spending so much individual time. Now, I have a really awesome set of like kind of welcome videos, and we do the whole thing with like welcome packs and all sorts of stuff that people get when they sign up. So they still have that nice experience when they're onboarded, but it takes significantly less time for me to welcome somebody onto a program, get them associated with my philosophy, which is the 80-20 whole foods approach versus treats, and then set them up with the knowledge that they need to have a really successful coaching time with me. So I think the most pivotal point has been able to create one piece of content and then it be able to be used 1,000 times or 1,000,000 times, and I can scale my business. As much as I put effort into marketing now, my business responds based on sales. So I can scale as much as I choose to or pull back as much as I choose to, whereas previously I was just spending all my time in clinic one-on-one with clients and not doing any advertising of what I actually do, and also not reaching that many people, which didn't serve my passion and purpose. The reason why I was put on this earth, I think personally, it's to help other people grow. And it gives me so much joy and fulfillment in life when I get to see other people, particularly women, just because I'm on that team. It just helps me feel like I've got an incredible purpose and that I can share my knowledge and a lot of my lived experience to help people improve their lives through nutrition, because it helps them with confidence and even with their work and through their sex lives and a million different things that it has a ripple effect on. Also how they raise their children, what they choose to eat at home, how they set themselves up as an example for other people. So that it gives me a really beautiful vehicle to share my knowledge, but also for it to have a ripple effect for other people. My favorite part of working with MacroActive is the individual service I get specifically from my success manager, although I believe she's changed her job title 1,000 times now. So Zoe is my absolute queen. She's my go-to. Every time I have a problem or a harebrained idea, I might add, she's so incredibly patient with me and tells me what isn't possible. And then even at times has built things based off my requests, which has been an amazing experience. So the journey with MacroActive started out as one thing and has evolved to be a completely different thing that it is today, which services people in a much better way, in a more holistic way. We also now have things like an internal podcast, and we have live coaching calls that we never used to have. And we've got now a build your own meal plan feature that Zoe and I had kind of spitball about many times, like many years ago. And now we have it as a service, right? It's on the platform, it's unreal, and it serves my audience so much better. So Zoe has been absolutely pivotal in the shape of the products that I offer to my clients and has been incredibly patient when I perhaps haven't been. And I love her from the bottom of my heart for that. You need to. Zoe's the best. Give her a raise.